We need to address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
All right. If you're cool with sharing.
Yeah, I'm totally cool with sharing. I'm here.
You are here.
The people in the audience who have been like, people who've DM'd me and been like, yo, have a safe trip and all types of stuff. Like, they're probably wondering, so that doesn't look like LA. I don't see any palm trees in the background, bro.
So let me just prelude this. I'm driving Friday to the airport. We're smoking our darts. Friday is already feeling not certain about, he's like, I just need to get past the border and then I can start to enjoy. But there's a little bit of like, is this going to happen? Are they going to let me in? Right. And I was like, yo, you're going to be fine. Like whatever happens. Like you'll be good, you know? So then you get into Terminal 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
So then
from
walk me
there,
through it.
I'm thinking now that I'm going to be going through customs from Toronto. I have a layover in Calgary. And then from Calgary, I'm going to LA. Okay. So I get to get my tickets and all that. Everything's cool, right? But I asked the lady when I got my ticket, am I going to immigration here or in Calgary? She said in Calgary. So I'm like, oh, okay. I wasn't worried about the immigration part, but I'm like, it's going to delay the gratification of getting on the other side of immigration. And then I'll go on Instagram and be like, the trip is starting.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Like I was telling you in the car.
Yeah.
Took the flight. After a couple of hours, I waited in Pearson for like 3 hours or whatever for my flight. Got on the flight to Calgary. That took about 4 hours.
Yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah, because the time zone change and everything. Dog, I felt like, holy shit, man. I've been on the plane for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? To the point where when we got there, and it was the flights were late and everything too, that to get to your connecting flight, I only had half an hour. Rather than an hour and change that I was supposed to have.
So you're rushing a little bit.
Now I'm rushing. I get there, get the customs, okay, and now here's the test.
Yeah.
They ask me, where you going? How long you staying for? Blah, 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 blah. Regular questions. I answer all of that. I want to go to, I'm going to go sightseeing. Everything's good, Hollywood Hills, all that type of good stuff, right? I said, cool. You mind if we just talk to you in the next room, though?
Damn.
So there was some type of like information that they saw from your passport?
I got some advice later on, and I'll let you know that in a minute.
Yeah.
Right? But boom, I go into the next room. He asked me now at the counter at the next room, and I can see my suitcase over there now. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you have a criminal record? I divulged to him, yes, I do. I didn't give him the details, but I said, yeah, I have a criminal record. I finished my warrant expiry back in 2014. Okay, so it's been 10 years, right?
Yeah.
He says, okay, just sit over there and we're going to go over some stuff and we'll get you on the flight as soon as possible. So I have hope.
Yeah, he told you they're going to get you on the flight.
As soon as possible.
Okay.
Now I'm sitting there, I'm waiting, I'm looking at the time. I'm like, yo, we got like 10 minutes before my flight leaves. You know what I'm saying? And he's talking to some next dude. They're having a combo, and I'm like, now I got like 5 minutes before my flight gotta go.
Yeah.
Right? Now it's like 2 minutes before my flight gotta go. I'm thinking, I'm not getting on this flight. He calls me back over to the counter. He lets me know, sir, because of your criminal record, you're not gonna be able to enter into the United States today. What I would advise is that you go through the waiver process, and you know, then you'll be able to cross anytime you want.
Yeah.
He's like, I know if you knew that you had to get a waiver before, I know you would have gotten one. He was like being super nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like, yeah, get out of here. Yeah. It's like, I know, you seem smart enough though. I know you, if you knew,
you would have got it.
You would have got it and prepared. Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, whatever you could, like now I'm like demoralized, right? So whatever you tell me, I'm not going to be like, okay, well, that's good. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'll see you next
That's some good advice, dude. Okay. I guess I'll be back. Like, so they wrote 2 red lines on a paper, gave it to some other officer, said escort him out, and escorted me back out. And then I had to figure out my way back over to Toronto. I had to go over to the WestJet counter, let them know what happened. They basically took my return ticket back from LA and flipped it to a Toronto ticket. Right? Then I had to wait in the airport. At that point, it's like 6 p.m. or something, Calgary time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get a flight at 12:20.
So 6 hours from then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 6 p.m. And then like 12:20.
No, my bad. It was around 8 p.m. My bad.
Okay.
It was about 8 p.m.
4 hours ish.
So 4 hours, you got to wait for your next flight.
To Toronto.
So did you explore Calgary or what?
No, man. I spoke to Dusty on the airport.
You don't go nowhere.
I just sat there in the airport, thought, you know what I mean? I had to go through like texting people and letting them know like, yo, this is not happening. Like, you know, cussed a little bit. Like, I basically stewed in the Calgary airport for 4 hours until I got on my plane. Basically, I got back to Pearson at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So you dropped me off at 11, and I got back to Pearson at 6.
Damn.
The next day.
6 a.m.
6 a.m. You dropped me off at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
I got back to Pearson 24 hours later at 6 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
And here I am.
Yeah. But probably a reason, bro. Do you think maybe if you had drove?
Well, let's get to the advice, because now I'm going through the process. I've been speaking to different lawyers and stuff like that about the waiver process.
Yeah.
And a lot of everybody's telling me the same things, just maybe slightly different prices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But one person that I did speak to, I'll keep him nameless, but he's been giving me some amazing advice. He said that one, I should have drove.
Yeah.
Because when you're driving, they don't know who's coming up to the border.
Yeah.
And when you're flying, there's a flight log.
Yeah.
So through the flight log, they probably knew when I got to customs, everything was in before I even got there.
And then you got there a little bit too early. So when you're in the airport, they're watching you.
Yeah. So you think they're just the whole
they're
time I'm sitting in the airport?
Yeah. They're like, what's this guy doing? Where's he going? All right, just watch him. Let him go to Cal. They could have told you from Toronto.
No, because if you're doing a connecting flight, you have to do it from the connecting area.
True.
Okay.
True.
Yeah. But if I had a direct flight, I might have had a better chance.
You'd have got
through Toronto because the customs agents are American.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where the customs agents that I was dealing with in Calgary are Canadian. That are acting as American customs agents.
Yeah.
But isn't crossing the border like with a vehicle, isn't that still kind of a coin flip in this situation, or is it guaranteed? But
it's not guaranteed. It's just when it comes to situations where, and this is applicable to a lot of us. Okay. I'm in a boat with a lot of artists, a lot of people in the city who are trying to get their careers to another level. And the United States, you know, fortunately, unfortunately, is one of the places that we have to go to be able to take our shit to the next level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? However, when it comes to stuff like this, like, it's a coin toss. A lot of people, when they go to the border, the reason they got through is because they were never asked. And that was my whole thing. Like, they don't ask everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On average, they don't ask.
No, they don't.
And then sometimes they'll be like, you know what? You look a little funny. Let me ask you. Yeah. And then that's how we get into the next room, immigration, and you get turned back type shit.
Yeah.
And if you lie and say you don't got a criminal record and you do, and they can see it right there, now you're denied forever.
Yeah.
So I had to tell the truth.
Yeah, I saw a video where it's like if you do have some type of criminal history and they ask you, don't even answer. Just say like, I'd like to withdraw my request from like entering the U.S. or something, because it saves you from like future
denial
incidents. Yeah, denial. Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. So I guess now you're gonna do the waiver, I guess.
I got to go through the process, man.
Yeah.
I have to go through the process, get my waivers up, and boom, boom. Then I'll be able to get across.
Still got to wait for 6 months, so.
Yeah, it's that's the thing too. Like, there's nobody who I've spoken to as far as legal advice who could circumvent the time, because they're saying they used to take 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
And the shit is backed up. Yeah. So now it's like 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
For like once the applications are out there.
And then when you do the, like, want to re-enter, this time you rent a car in your name.
Once you got the waiver, you're good.
Yeah, but you can still rent a car. Like, you just go through Buffalo.
Or drive with a Mesquite, like have someone who definitely.
Yeah, no, but what you guys are understanding, you have your paperwork. You could have it for like a year. For let's say if you do apply for a 1 year waiver.
Yeah.
Now you can go back and forth as much times as you want with the waiver. Just be like, got my waiver. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
But that's a temporary waiver, or it's forever.
No, that's for 1 year, and then you could apply for a 2 year or a 5 year waiver. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
I'm also eligible at this point for a pardon.
Yeah.
Or what they call now a record suspension. So, you know, once that's intact, then I won't even need the waiver. You know what I'm saying? Like they go through, they'll see that I have a record, but it's been suspended because I've passed a certain amount of years.
Yeah.
Which is like 10 years plus.
Yeah. Stay out of trouble.
You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't been in any kind of handcuffs for a long time, since 2009, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm thinking that that's going to help with my case. Like, yo, you guys haven't seen there's 0 arrests.
Yeah, but it just ended. So like you're still like red flag in a sense, right? It just kind of ended, right?
Yeah.
So you're still kind of like you're in the system.
Yeah, it just sucks, man, because like big salute to B3. B3's out there right now.
Yeah, he's repping.
Yeah. And like those guys had it like all like we have a bunch of production equipment. We were ready to go crazy, and they're still gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? They're still gonna be collecting footage on behalf of We Love Hip Hop and for their own production companies and stuff like that too. So salute to B3. He's out there keeping the
holding
dream
it
alive,
down,
holding it down. You know what I'm saying?
Big up.
You know what? Matter of fact, let me give B3 a call and see what he's up to. But it's just disappointing because like, I was gonna be the final piece to the puzzle, and you know what I'm saying?
Everything happens for a reason, bro. The city needs you right now. You know what I'm saying?
That makes it worse. It's one thing if it was like for me just by myself.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's self-serving. Friday's gonna become more famous. Like, that's cool. And like,
you weren't thinking like that though.
Nah, fam. Yeah, okay, I'll become more of have way more notoriety. But that's on the behalf of Toronto.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm representing a city.
Yeah.
I'm when people are asking questions to a Toronto like expert, quote unquote.
Yeah,
like,
you're the one.
When it comes to hip hop, I want to be able to represent.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to take the catalog of artists that we've accumulated over the years, and now the whole world knows about all these people, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's one thing, if you're just a talking head sitting there by yourself, like the you guys as co-host, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The notoriety that you guys get to create, and then get to create your own platforms and do big things because you've been on a platform that's given a lot of visibility and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially like if we could take the visibility where we're getting 1 million views a week and stuff on just 3-4 videos. You know what I'm saying? That's not serving me. That's serving the whole fucking city.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Now country.
So like when something like that happens, I feel like I let the city down.
Not at all, man.
Nah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
I don't feel like, oh shit, I didn't get to go on a trip. I'm like, damn. Toronto's taking an L right now.
Yeah. I got the phone call. I know what it was. I know what you felt like. So I know how you're expressing it right now. So I can see what you're saying, dog.
It might not be, but like from my perception of just how I feel.
How you felt,
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I can't be able to let these people know about what we got going on.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever about me's telling me about what I got going on is what Toronto's got going on because I'm a representative of the city.
Toronto, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
When they want to know, okay, well, what's press up to? What's this guy up to? What's the artist you should be checking for? Boom, I'm right here. Could give you the answers right now.
I'll tell you right then and there. But you know what? You'll get there. Yeah, I know, but you'll get there. You know what I'm saying? Time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I wish the border guard understood that. You know what I'm saying?
But lucky thing you didn't go in there and they're like, hey, Friday.
No, but that's the thing. I can't even tell them like, yo, I'm going there to do my thing.
Like, I just watched an episode. What are you doing here? We know you can't. You know what I mean? Like, when it gets to that, then yeah.
But I wonder if it was like a game time decision from that border guard or whatever, where like they had the power to let you go or like they had to like turn you down. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they were discussing it, then maybe there was like it was just like a game time decision. Like, should we let him in?
Like,
yes,
if it was
or no? Like,
if it was a year later, from that, like from the time you were off of it,
they
would have let you through.
You think so?
Oh yeah, they would have let you through. And you would have just said, "Yo, I'm going to see a uncle, man. He about to croak." You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
know,
boom,
the fact that we have to lie is a problem.
You know
what I'm saying? Because like, I understand like there's legalities. You have to get work permits. Like if you want to go down there and like do things, but like we're not technically doing the work yet. We're doing the networking so that more work can be
groundwork,
right? So if you go to the border and say, yo, I want to go out there to New York or LA and meet a bunch of people at labels and do this and that. You should just be able to divulge that. Not just me, an artist, anybody. Just say, yo, I want to go and see what opportunities I can get.
They're gonna tell you, yo, you gotta mail that. You can mail your stuff.
Well, that's not fair.
It's like,
they're gonna tell you can mail that, brother. What are you doing?
You got to pay taxes on those opportunities.
Okay.
Okay.
They're gonna tell you to mail your CD.
So is there a price of entry? Do I got to pay $500 to come through and do some networking? Like, and vice versa. Like, let's not get it twisted. There's some people who I've had conversations with who are like, yo, they just let these Americans at any time. That's not necessarily true.
Well, Americans get turned down all the time. Even celebrities, who have
all
booked
the time.
shows, who are making money for the country, for the city.
But they have some crazy charges, though.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like, we should just beef up our security if we're scared that, like, this former felon is gonna, like, recommit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we harbor a lot of people in this country who have like different, even worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're terrorists. So. You're not gonna let this guy because he has a little like felony or like a misdemeanor. I don't know, bro. Like, it's a little backwards to me, especially because Canada and the U.S. are so connected.
Well, it's not about my little felony misdemeanor. It was like,
remember what I said?
I did have a drug possession. Like, people know.
That's
I got
light,
a drug
though.
possession.
But it's so backwards. It's so backwards.
I did have a loaded burner in it.
Yeah,
you're fine. You're a good guy, bro. That's what they should just look at you and be like, yo, allow him. He's not gonna do something stupid. Let's search to see he doesn't have anything.
Mind you,
that he
he's
used
going
to
to a gangland.
Yeah, like you got to play devil's advocate, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Former drug and gun convicted felon.
Yeah.
All right. From Toronto, which is Canada gangland, basically.
Yeah.
Trying to go to gangland in the United States.
Like where the gangland originated.
Oh, yeah, I'm reformed. Sure, bud.
I don't know.
What color was he wearing?
I get why they would like create a profile out of that and be like, oh, like this is a high risk entry, but like it might not be. You know what I'm saying? In your case, like for example, maybe if you showed them We Love Hip Hop and be like, yo,
no,
this is
that's when they'd be like, really, like, no. What do you think?
So you just talk to felons all the time.
You're going over there to meet up. You're going up there to meet up with some.
So you basically have like, and I'm not saying that this is right. I'm just saying this is what it is.
What it is.
Right? They're going to be like, okay, so you have interviews with all of the people that we've had on our CPAC at some point in time, right? Like, and ones that are incarcerated at this point in time too.
Yeah.
Like, I got a lot of interviews with a lot of gangsters, dog.
Yeah.
Nah, I know what you mean. I was just trying to stand up for
There's
you.
mans who have
but, like,
had
it does make sense.
heinous cases.
Heinous.
Talking about how'd you get into music? You're like asking these guys,
right? And then they go,
like, yo, you know.
I
turn to that. Still, I was on house arrest.
Oh my God, the house arrest stories.
It's always on house arrest.
Yeah.
But are there other countries that you can enter that there's no issue?
Of course.
Okay, so it's
he can go anywhere in Europe.
Yeah.
Mexico?
Mexico, yeah. I've been to Mexico.
Yeah. He go to Caribbean. You know what I mean?
Literally just not the States.
Just not the States.
No, I want to go to the States. That's happening.
You got to eventually.
Yeah,
you will.
Yeah. It's like those other places, that's happening too, but I'm not giving up on the mission of going to the United States. Yeah. That's happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like hopefully that one day. No, there's no hopefully one day.
No, you're going.
Like
we're going.
Within whatever the amount of time that it takes in the ASAP time.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm not talking about Rocky and them goofies,
by next summer 2025, you're there.
Yeah, even
honestly.
before that.
Honestly, that's like
I'm not playing this game.
I'm giving that. That's the deadline.
That's the prophecy.
Yeah, the same time this year, next year, he's there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just so everything just goes through smoothly. You don't rush. You know, you take your time. Everything, all your ducks are in a row.
I'm rushing, bro. I gotta go, bro.
Expedite.
Yeah, fam. You gotta understand. Like,
no, I hear you. I understand it.
If I had some kind of like, you see how like.
Magic powers?
Not magic powers, but OVO powers, bro. Them niggas got felons into the States all the goddamn time.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Power.
Just jump on the air with Drake, and the next thing you know, boom, you circumvent all of that bullshit.
You're walking through with the next man's ID.
They're giving They're like, oh, you with Drake? It seems like, you get the royal treatment.
Yeah. Just go. You kill people?
Isn't it true that if you fly private, if you fly private, there's some kind of like way
Clear
around?
port.
Yeah, like you don't get searched or like there's not as much customs.
I've done that.
You're right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just don't got enough rich friends, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Go to the porter.
Yeah, I don't
Airport.
have celebrity powerful friends that'll be like, oh, Friday, oh, you didn't get through?
Fly him out.
Bro, yo, get to the Clearport tomorrow, fam. Let's
Yeah.
get out of here, bro.
Yeah. That's easy, simple.
What? You get some of those friends? Oh my gosh.
You're in there like swimwear.
Paperwork.
What's that?
Let's go, man. What are you waiting for, bro?
We'll sign that after.
Yeah.
When we come back.
Hurry up, bro. Get to the airport.
But yo, what if
Matter
this,
of fact, don't even bring a luggage. We'll just buy clothes on the road.
Yeah.
what if this time next year though, Toronto becomes so booming that we don't even have to go to LA anymore. People are coming here.
I'm not trying to laugh at the prospects,
It's
but
the way you said it. It's the way he said it.
no, I'm laughing at what he said.
Yeah, I know. It's the way he said it. It's like,
I'm
what?
laughing exactly at the words that he
It's
came out of his
possible, boys.
mouth.
You gotta keep hope, bro.
For a man to become millionaires without the States.
We're about to
So
enter
what?
the golden age of Toronto hip hop and culture. May 2025.
Okay, so at that time, like another
Inshallah.
60 million people gonna move over to this country or something.
You never know still.
Like, I don't know the exact numbers, but hopefully some happens, bro. I don't know.
No,
I don't
they just-
even fully believe that, but I hope it.
No,
you know?
just the whole world just congregates to us. Like,
Yeah,
it's like
we got a lot of space over here.
Yeah,
Are we
yeah.
the second biggest or third biggest
yeah, with all
landmass?
this space. But then we're just
Yeah.
moving all these other people here and just packing them up.
Yo, if we get another, what do they got over there? 350 million people over there in the
Bro,
States, or 300 million
Bro,
people.
LA alone is what we have in Toronto.
Right?
we need
I
another
mean,
300
LA
million.
alone is what we have in Canada.
You know, if they could like just, what did they immigrate another 150 mil? I think we'll be fine by 2025.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, we got a lot of space, man. People don't think about Northwest Territories, Yukon, none of it. Like Northern Alberta,
Bro,
like
you don't want to
Northern
live
Ontario.
there. Those places are cold. Man.
Yo, you could deal with
Where
that.
your
Just,
skin is burning you like cold. Like
just
Salute to my
just have
cousin.
some weather control.
He's out there in none of it right now,
Yeah,
bro. There's
bro.
nothing going on over there, bro.
None,
that's because they
No.
need more people.
They need
Oh.
more people.
Oh, man.
We don't believe you.
people
We need
would
more
end up
people.
going crazy out there.
Yeah.
Man from Toronto move out there, they'd be like, yo, I can't do this.
It's the lack of sunlight. I think that's what will make you like
Yeah.
actually go crazy there.
yeah.
Well, listen, man. I'm back, bro.
I know.